See if you can relate to this. I'm going to share a couple of stories with you about when you feel an extreme boldness to do something. You can't even explain it, but you just got to do it, right? And as you share it with people, they're just like, no, you can't do that. Okay, first one, and I'm guessing this has happened for you as you're in business and when you share an idea with someone, and maybe they're not at all entrepreneurial minded and they think you're crazy, right? Okay, so the first one has to do with a story with my nephew. He actually lived with us when I actually helped raise him for, wasn't long, about a year and a half. But in any case, very, very outgoing kid, right? And for his school, he had to sell candy bars. So I remember going around, he was like in first grade, kindergarten or something like that, probably first grade. And it was hilarious. And then I had one of my boys with me, and my nephew had extreme boldness. And that is, at one house, you know, he would knock, and I'd be out on the sidewalk as a parent, if you can relate to this kind of story here. And anyways, nobody answers, right? So what does my nephew do? He says, no, no, no. I just looked in the basement window. Someone's down there. I'm going to keep knocking. And my son is saying, no, don't do that. But for my nephew, it meant nothing to him. There was no sense of fear or that it was weirdness or anything like that. And basically, it kind of comes down to this. As I heard it was Evan Pagan. I went to his Get Altitude workshop several years ago, and he said, people either see the universe as a friendly place or they see it as a dangerous place. And part of that, I think, is just straight up personality, or it may just have to do with what you're trying to do. But I think it's more personality than anything. Second thing is this. I know of someone who's planning to move to a foreign land, China. And so there's some members of the family, relatives are like, oh my gosh, it's terrible, it's dangerous. I think what it comes down to is when we get those kind of messages from people, it's because they have a fear of it. And they're imposing their fear upon you or whomever that is because of their fears and apprehensions. Maybe getting on a plane is really frightening and intimidating to them. And so they project those fears onto someone else, and the other person sees the universe as a friendly place. They're not going to get, you know, blown up. They're not going to get attacked by terrorists and all this kind of a thing, and they just have a more positive outcome. And Time Magazine actually recently had an article about that called The Science of Optimism. I have that. I have it really, really strongly in place. I don't even know how to explain it, and that's how I move forward in life. I choose to believe that there's going to be a positive outcome. So I just wanted to share that with you. Stick with your those desired outcomes that you're going after, and don't let someone doubt what you're going to be able to accomplish. All right, we'll talk to you soon.